ready with me while I share all the reasons I will miss being pregnant. Okay, I'm totally joking. I'm not gonna do one of those videos where I just get ready in silence, because you know what? There are actual genuine reasons why I will miss being pregnant. And also, the first time I saw one of those videos where they were like, get ready with me while I tell you why X, and then they were silent, I thought it was so funny. And now every time I see one, I'm like, oh, this old chestnut. Anyway, pregnancy. I am coming up to 6 weeks more of this pregnancy as of tomorrow, which is pretty wild because I feel like it's gone by so fast. But then when I really think about it, I'm like, I've been pregnant since June. That's a long time. But regardless, there are things I've thoroughly enjoyed about being pregnant. First of all, let's talk about the special treatment that we get as pregnant women. It is the best. And I know I sound bad for saying that, but in the words of White Chicks, you were thinking it and I said it. Today I woke up to a banging on the door, bam, bam, bam. And I went out, still in my jammies, and it was our garbage man. And he was like, are you the owner? And I was like, no, I'm the tenant. And as soon as he saw I was pregnant, his whole tone changed and he became the nicest man. And he was so helpful and so sweet. And he basically told me that for the past 2 months we've been doing our trash wrong. Who knew? He came, he told me about what we've been doing wrong. Very helpful, very nice. And after I got dressed, I went out to pull my bins back in and realized that he'd done it for me. Would he have done it if I was not pregnant? Probably not. On a separate but related note, I love that I have an excuse to get out of anything. Prime example, this summer, my family went on a canal boat cruise. We had been sold it as like a luxury cruise. We were so excited. We got there and let me tell you, it was the opposite of bougie. We were sleeping in rooms with the toilet next to our head. And I've been very lucky that my pregnancy has had zero nausea. But I still told the crew of the boat, I'm not feeling very well. My husband and I are gonna go stay in a hotel. So every night my husband and I, actually except for the first night we slept on the boat and one night was enough, I'll say that much. But they completely understood and they were like, yeah, no problem. No offense taken, I was able to leave the boat. The next thing I'm gonna miss, can we talk about how wonderful it is to not have a period? I'm like looking at myself thinking, how am I gonna go back to a life with a period now? Because that's the worst. I used to dread my periods, as I think most women do. And I've had a taste of what it's like to be a man and have no periods. Like, men just live their life like this. There's a whole untapped human experience here that we as women don't get to experience until we're pregnant. And it is wonderful. And I don't think men even appreciate how wonderful it is because this is just their life every day. And actually, I know everyone's experience is different, and maybe this is controversial to say, but I would take the pregnancy with no periods over not being pregnant and having periods. The next thing I'm gonna miss, my little bum. It's so adorable. And sometimes I definitely have moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, my body's so different, blah, blah, blah. But I actually think it's really beautiful being pregnant. How amazing that I'm creating life. I'm like a god. I'm like a god. There's something so beautiful about my husband and I's love creating this little life. Like sometimes we lie in bed and we're like, oh my gosh, how wild is it that we just got together one day and made a human? It's really a miracle. The female body is a miracle. Next thing that I'm loving about being pregnant, my skin and my hair has never been better. I've always, my whole life, had slightly temperamental skin. And I don't know if it's the pregnancy hormones, I don't know if it's the prenatal pills that I'm taking, I don't know if it's that I'm not drinking alcohol as much. My nails are not better. I don't know if that's related or not, but that is nice to be able to feel like I'm glowing. Honestly, I feel like the main things that I will not miss about pregnancy are the heartburn and the insomnia. Overall, I would give pregnancy, it's been pretty good. I will say it's getting harder as time's going by. So maybe come back to me in a few weeks' time and see if I still echo this sentiment. But I know the first 2 trimesters in particular, I was like, I could be pregnant all the time. This is amazing. I am looking forward to having my body back, but I'm also trying to shine light and celebrate this chapter and the pros of this chapter. But I'd love to hear, what are you loving about being pregnant? Did I miss anything? Do you disagree with anything? Let me know.